Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Ascension Messages. My name is Bobbie, and I will be your guide for today. Today, I'm going to do a general reading. I'm going to tap into the energies present at the moment, the ones that can help us ascend, and what messages they have at the moment. Energies I feel are coming from the sun, central galaxy, that sort of thing. It's all part of the whole, the source energy, God itself within us, all of that. It's just part of everything. And so I'll just tap into that and then bring through some messages. If nobody knows me, my name is Bobbie, and I am a seer and a visionary. I am a conscious channeler, and I dabble in a bit of tarot just for fun. We're going to start off with some oracle cards first. I also have a school called Amicul, which is on Patreon. If anyone wants to go see that or join that, I've had a few people join just recently, which is fantastic. As free members, there's a few free games on there, but you'll really get you'll really get a lot of games if you join. There's like over 60 lessons, and lessons would be more for the silver, which is a little bit more money, and I'm talking just a couple of dollars more a month. And the actual ruby tier is all the telepathic games, so you get a lot for your money, and I'm only going to add more and more and more and more and more to them, so you can challenge yourself. This is literally a Pleiadian school I'm starting up at the moment. Also, I'm going to New York next week. I have been sponsored to go to New York, and thank you so much for many donations that piled in, as well as my beautiful team over in New York, just doing everything. They've just been amazing. And so we've got three or four events coming up in New York. If you are in New York, you can come and see me. I will be channeling messages from the Pleiadians and giving advice out about all of that. There's a lot that goes on between me and my guides. I'm a seer. I've had many experiences, many interesting stories. I've lived on the edge of this reality and the next. I could go on. Like, people that follow me understand and know there's just so many different and very weird stories that's happened to me throughout my whole life to bring me to this point where I can help be a guide. But I am a soul straight from Pleiades. I was told that by a Cherokee elder, and I knew that anyway because first contact I had was Pleiadians. Hey, Jeannie, good to see you. Sky, good to see you. Wade and Debbie. Annie, good to see you. Thank you so much for everything and your donations, and really, thank you. Okay, let's get into this reading though, and then we will follow through with, as I always do, free chat bar readings at the end when it comes to playing with the tarot and the oracle cards. But a lot of my stuff I just channel through. Okay. I do feel hugely, and I think I'm going to have to do a specific channeled message on this one, the feminine rising into a guidance position in humanity's consciousness. There's going to be so much happening with that, and a lot of changes being created. And feminine could come from from a male or a female, but as somebody who is really into their intuition, their imagination, they know how to handle their feminine side. But it's just that females are more than likely to be the ones that do rise, because we're the ones that have handled, used that the majority. That's why we're being kept in a very limited space, because the masculine was in charge. But it's not about being in charge. Remember, it's about equalizing together with the masculine. Now we're learning to work together. It's a harmony. Okay, I'll definitely take that one. Okay, thanks, Wade. Most people that watch these type of readings wear a soul port kind in the airport before we volunteer to help others. Yes, absolutely. At the moment, but it's going to expand. Like, we are here to help many awaken and become more conscious and understanding and that sort of thing. So there are many coming up the ranks, and in the end, they'll be looking for readings like this as well. So it's important to address them if you do any readings as well, because they could be seeing your videos in a few more years when they're waking up too and understanding a bit more about themselves. Right, the energies at the moment, we have a promise, we have a new moon. This is really exciting stuff coming in. This is these cards here are the Earth Magic cards. The Earth Magic cards. And they are by Stephen D. Farmer. I think he was married to Dolores Cannon one stage. Anyway, not Dolores Cannon. No, got that wrong. Start telling me you got that wrong. There's another name. My logical brain's not the best at remembering names, but he was married to somebody else who was into angel tarot cards and that sort of stuff. She was quite famous. Anyway, let's carry on. So we have the new moon and we have a promise. And I'm really feeling with this card and the energies that are present at the moment, humanity is going to start to become more aligned or understanding that there's more opportunities available to them. There is a promise on this card, as in, even like Wade was bringing up those that were volunteers coming down from higher dimensions. There is a promise to all of them that they will not be harmed through this transition if they align themselves, and they have a lot of help to align themselves to the frequency that's present now, which is I'd like to say source energy, or a vein of understanding that we are the creators. But it's like understanding that, but you're in the thick of like outside of you yourself is everybody just going chaotic and everything. So it's hard not to be involved in. It's like being in they're showing me mud, being stuck in mud, and yet knowing that if you breathe and think of yourself as light as a feather, you would easily get out. But every time you see the mud, you get caught in the mud. And this is what's really happening with humanity's consciousness at the moment, and had been for a long time. Many have been stuck in that mud. But those that are understanding that they can actually shift their vibration from within makes them a slippery opponent to the mud. And so they are then aligned with the promise being made for many to fulfill their desires, their passions, what they really, really, really want to be, how they really want to look like in this world for themselves. In other words, from a soul's perspective, as they move through their world, knowing and remembering what their soul's personality, I would almost say, because we're talking to the logical mind here. I have to turn this message into words that the logic can understand. So yes, there are many words for that, but we're going to go with personality just to get a better understanding for it, your logic to get it. So yeah, your soul has a specific personality, and when that comes through, there's a magnificence. There's a wow, I am more than what my logical mind has been telling me all these years, and what other people outside of me have been telling me all these years. I am just way more magnificent. They're bringing me to a lady who had cancer, and 5 huge cancers within her, and with that, she ended up getting healed. She healed herself. She ended up leaving her body. She was taken into hospital and all that sort of thing. She ended up leaving her body, and then she ended up finding that she could heal herself. Anna Moriarty is her name. And when she left her body, she was completely encapsulated in her soul's energy. She was only her soul. She wasn't in her logical programmable mind anymore. And when she was in that magnificence, she could see everything and become the observer of so much more. But she was also the feeling that comes with that as absolute magnificence, because that's what you are at the essence, the core essence of yourself. The magnificence of you even being here in a physical body that your soul has created, that your decision and choices aligned with this outside program, this outside reality that has been consciously made by humanity's consciousness, is also, yeah, it's like you understanding that that magnificence is so it it is just an incredible feat that you even exist. Let's put it that way. And if you look at it from a logical point of view, from a soul's point of view, it's easy. It's like, of course, that was my choice. And so, of course, I'm that magnificent. I can decide to be born in a body and on earth in this time and help or not help or just enjoy or whatever. It doesn't make any difference. Um, and that's how magnificent you are. The choice was already made, not just by you, but by everything, because you are at the core level one. So in the moment, we have these energies present that are awakening us to this aspect of ourself, that we are this magnificent soul. And so the promise, the new moon, the promise is going to be developed. You will start to realize that you can say and within yourself, I will align, I am aligning my soul with the magnificence of who I am, and so outside of you becomes that magnificence as well. And you are perceived as that, and you are felt as that, and you can walk this world with your head held high in the knowing that you never have to worry again, or never have to fall into fear again, never have to be a victim again. These were also decisions made by the soul, but it was like, if I feel into how other people feel, I can help more on the other side. If I don't feel into it, I only scratch the surface as the observer of all, and so I don't fully understand why they are not shifting. And when you actually go through it, when you've decided to be born in this mud, so to speak, then and even though you were stuck for quite some time, you are also you've also just felt into it so much and realized just the tweaking you had to do within yourself to become the person that could slip out of the mud, to become energetically aware of the mud and the acceptance of it, but also the awareness of you being the mud as well as the body. It's interesting. So you are your outside world is what you are, your inner world. The energies at the moment are helping us to navigate a spiral up through that and recognize that it's a tweaking within ourselves. So this is specifically at the moment, I am talking to those that are right on the prefaces of creating their reality into the promise, into what they know they were promised. You could feel it at the core of yourself. You'll feel it at the core of yourself. You'll go, I've always known I'm meant to be more. I've always known I'm meant to do this and I'm meant to do that and I'm meant to expand, or I'm meant to be a communicator. I'm meant to have this big business, or I'm meant to do this, and it will work. You will always have that as that passion. That is your soul speaking to yourself from that higher realm. So the energies present at the moment is fine tuning to the promise. Fine tuning. It's a new moon, remember? Like that card says, new moon. It's just a little slither. So you're just seeing, just starting to see things turning in favor of your soul's understanding and missions and that sort of thing. See what else comes through with the oracles. Hey, Dedra, good to see you. Okay, so we have another one that's flipped out. The fog, veiled. Passing through the veil now. They're showing me Wizard of Oz, and they're showing me Dorothy, right at the very end, she actually walked the yellow brick road. We've been walking the yellow brick road. We've got to the Green Emerald City. We're now walking, and then we see something, the fog. We see the curtain, right? Oh my God, there's a curtain there, and it's been pulled over humanity's consciousness, and I have been in part of it. I have been a part of it. I am that curtain as well. I am the fog as well. So the only person that can disperse that fog within your mind is you. So it's learning to unveil something that you have been hiding from because you didn't think that you would be accepted in the world if you did have it open, if you opened it to the rest of the world. You didn't think that you would be accepted, so you kept it under the veil. And that's where that fog in the mind ended up keep pulling you into the fear, which was that program of keeping you in a limited space. So yeah, we're right at that edge. We're at the end of the story where she unveils the fact that it was all a mechanism put in place by a certain an opposing individual or a reflection of oneself, because all is in reflection to oneself, manifested outside oneself for the reason of, if you don't have it manifested outside yourself, you don't have that somebody showing you outside yourself where you are lacking, then you could never evolve. You'll just sit in the victimized state forever. So be grateful that you have those nemesis and those moments that go wrong, because they are showing you where you are lacking in power. And at the moment, the energies present are helping us see where we're lacking in power. Anything else that wants to come through with this deck, please? We might have one that's flipped back into the deck. Spring equinox and rebirth. No way. Come on, guys. Talk about stepping into how beautiful. Everything being reborn again. So we have the promise. I know I was promised this. I know that I was promised this. I can feel it in my veins. Oh my gosh, I can see the veil now. I can see the fog in my mind. And then, voila, we now rebirth into this whole new equinox, into this whole new understanding that we can shift everything, that it's just like there's so much creation and growth and evolution within this card. It's just fully embracing oneself to be able to create exactly what they want. Yeah, so what a gorgeous message there. So we are right on that preface of creation. Now, the only one who can make new choices and decide how you want to feel is you. So in the morning, even if you wake up and your mind is in a negative zone again, it keeps on catching into the, oh my God, this is happening. Oh my God, that's happening. Just catch it, accept it, it's there. It is there. Don't try to deny it. It is there. It's part of who you are. And then say, I now shift it. Okay, what do I want to shift it to? I want to feel this way, and this way. Okay, I make a firm choice to feel that way. And I am going to move through my day feeling that way because that's the path I want to take. So it is to do with how you're feeling throughout the day. And every time you slip back into the negative Nelly, that neuron path that's keeping you in a limited, no, I choose. Keep on choosing the better state of mind, the better state of awareness. It's then what happens is you are walking your world and seeing that value that you've chosen within yourself for that day, whether it be abundance, love, perfect communication for everybody, everything going well in your world. You will see those opportunities. They will light up. Those paths will light up in your outside world. And that's the ones that you will take because you're like, well, that feels good because it's aligned with me feeling good. See how it works? So then you move towards that feel good situation. Like, I haven't been for many walks this morning, and I woke up and I specifically did what I'm talking about. And then when I feel like going for a walk, and it's aligning with me feeling better about myself. So I went for a walk, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. And that's what I mean. We start to make different decisions instead of I've got to work, I've got to get this done, I've got to get that done. I don't know. Just feel into feeling happy. And all of the things that I need to get done, they will get done, but it will be done in a way of, oh, I really feel like doing that now, not a pushing way. It's going to change up everything. Let's get some tarot. See what the tarot says as well. Thanks, Annie. Yeah, you're feeling it. Yeah, it's like a fine tuning. We're definitely learning to fine tune aspects of ourselves before the promise that we are moving into is landing. Because if we jump into the promise before we've landed there, then it can easily wash us back, because we haven't found or fine-tuned ourselves, and something can still take us back to that problem again. And that's literally what's happening. We've been taken back to the problem again because we haven't fine-tuned it to the point of, I now know how to choose very quickly the path I want to take. And even if I lose myself for a moment, I choose very quickly the path I want to take. Even if someone comes up and tells you you're useless, you're a fraud, you're a devil, whatever. I've heard that before. You're a devil. You're playing with the devil's work. Yeah. Anyways, but just I know within myself, when those sort of things happen in the past, anxiety would kick in. My heart would start beating faster. I would be like, "Ugh," and then I'd be like, no, I can't feel this way. But now when it happens, it's like, yeah, it literally is, hey, oh, that's interesting. Like I'm fine tuning it so that you can handle more resistance than what you could before. And that allows for you to be in that landing of the promise that your soul wanted to align to in this world, in this moment, and the moments coming in the future. Okay, tarot cards. Let's tap into the energies at the moment, see if you have any other messages that's coming forward for this moment to help guide us. Yeah, we've got a couple that spat out. Oh, and the last card's just, that was interesting. But the last card, usually it won't fall out because you're holding on to that last card. But it just flew out. So everything's turned down at the moment. We've got the Queen of Swords has come up. Oh, two cards that came together. Strength and the Five of Wands. Ooh, okay. This is going to take strength for you to fine-tune this. There's still an ounce of tug-of-war between you and your outer world, your logical and your intuitive world, your feminine, your masculine world. There's still an ounce of, every now and then, pulling or tugging at that. So it's still going to take, there's this strength, this becoming the lion, and to make those new choices. But the strength, the empowerment of one being thyself in this world and speaking as that, being that, like literally every time you make any communication and any thoughts, like this is the lady of the mind. She's the lady of the intelligence. She's also a lady of communication. So she knows how to wield her mind. She has the sword. Where the swords in the tarot deck before her, most of them are all kind of negative because most of them are all kind of negative because the mind in humanity's reality has taken over and put us in a beta situation, like a beta vibration. But our vibration should be an alpha. It should be connected to earth and the feeling base as well, the feeling of earth, and understanding that. And there should be a union between the mind and the feelings. And she has that. So it's the first card that popped out, but then there's still this tug of war and a strength needed within us. We can't deny it. I can't deny it. I still have it a little bit in my head, and I am not going to deny it, because if you deny it, you cannot clear it. So these little niggles of self-doubt, playing out games of that didn't work in the past and thinking it's going to happen the same in the future, that sort of thing, is they're showing me a closing up of, or crumbling up of, no, make it smaller. Don't give it the attention needed anymore. And it takes strength to command one's mind into that. A very, very close fine tuning going on here. And look, we have the King of Wands. A king and a queen coming out is literal harmony together. She's the queen of the mind, and this is the king of action, like putting things into action and not being afraid to walk this plane of existence, this physical world, as the authentic self that you know yourself to be, without the mind telling you that you are less than. That was the program pulled over humanity's consciousness: is you are less than, we are better than. You need to listen to us because you don't have a handle on who you are. And so now we have to have this kind of pyramid scheme of someone being in charge of many. And that's how they did it. That's why they have that pyramidy schemey kind of a icky reality pulled over humanity's eyes, because they recognized that when one was at the top, few were at the top. They could be in charge of many if they made them believe that they were less of value than them. And you are not. You are not less of value than anyone in this world. Nothing. Nobody is. When you come from source energy, we are all just energy going on a journey, and it's your choices that make you the true value of the essence of who you are and how you walk this plane of existence, how you become that king, how you put your world into action, how you decide to become who you want to become. This is so valuable at the moment because of these energies, these frequencies that are here. We can step into them very easily now. This is the time to step into that, and just become it. And if somebody else comes up to you that is feeling of lack of themselves and feeling victimized within themselves, and they attack, see them for who they are. Oh, I see you in the mirror reflection of yourself trying to project your energy onto me, and send it back to them. Because when you send it back to them and you're standing in your power, when you stand in your power of who you are authentically, and you say, no, that's not who I am. I know who I am. You don't need to tell me. You don't get to tell me who I am. I know who I am. Then because they projected it out onto you and it was coming from them, they will have it coming back at them, and it will help them awaken more. You will spiral them up more by standing in your authentic power of who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you believe in anything, like whatever it is that you feel you are, the core essence of yourself as a soul, which is love going on a journey and acknowledging all those soul past lives that you've been on. And it could be completely different to what has been grounded on this plane and this reality, but you are here for a reason. Earth allowed you to be born on this planet. Humanity's consciousness allowed you to be born on this planet. Everything aligned, the stars aligned for you to be born on this planet in this moment. So you are meaning always to fulfill your promise to become the person that you wanted to become. This is it. This is the time that you start to stand in that power and become that, and just become it. And it's actually easier than what you think, because you feel really good about yourself when you become that. You feel really good. So if someone comes up to you and tells you something rotten about yourself and tries to project onto you or whatever, it's like, well, why would I step into that? I am ignoring that I feel good in this moment for the magnificence that I carry and who I really truly am at the core essence of myself. That's where we could start to project outside of ourselves the world we want to create, instead of the world that many are being creating through being a victim. And we change this reality. So what a powerful message right there. I'm going to get some more tarot and see what else comes up with the tarot as well. Yes. Okay. We've got, yeah, one flip back in. No way. The world. The world card. See? Full circle right at the end. We are starting this world again. We are kickstarting this world again. This is a literal kickstart. You're kickstarting within here is kickstarting a new world. And look how beautiful she is. Like you're kickstarting a new world. And it's just because of the way that you perceive life, the way that you feel about yourself, and you will only move through this world and into spaces that feel really good. That's where you're going to move, into spaces that feel really good for you to be empowered, for you to shine. And so then you shift everything because you are now in amongst a whole heap of people still stuck in the mud. And you are shining because you've lifted yourself out. Look how she's literally levitating over the world. Like the feminine side can do this. The feminine power can lift themselves out of the physical world and change it and see life through different eyes, see life through a different perception of themselves. And they can change everything. That is the so-called magic that was hidden from us in the days gone by, when the masculine was in charge, because we were really, really, really focused just on the physical world. But when you get really focused just on the physical, you don't see past anything but just the physical. Many of us have come here to ignite the levitation above that, to ignite the feminine side above that, the magic, the awe-inspiring presence of oneself moving through life as the star they were supposed to become, and seeing the world through those eyes will shift many. Yeah, just beautiful messages coming at the moment. They keep on bringing up these wands, this wand that she's holding in her hand as well. It's like extension of oneself in the physical. She's holding onto a physical one. She becomes enlightened, and then she extends that into a physical object. And so your magic is then extended on this plane of existence in the physical world. And so you can shift many things in the physical lower vibrational world that is in lower vibration, so that we can have a physical contact, as in not putting our finger through things. But your vibration becomes the one, becomes the energy around you, becomes the house, becomes the trees, the everything that is in the physical world. And you, through the love of yourself, is now a mirror image of the love of that is in the physical world. And so the physical world moves as that love vibration as well. Many things will start to, they're showing me nature itself falling into alignment with that love of self again, and almost having an awareness of the out of balance it even had allowed. There's an out of balance that it will come back into balance, where the allowance of humanity's hand taking place, causing chaos, was an out of balance reflection of humanity, and they had to live in it. They had to live in it. But there's also an alignment of nature being in balance that's still present on this on this earth, and it could be that it's risen into these higher frequencies, but it's still present. And that is going to be grounded more into the physical world that humanity's consciousness will entangle with. Something to do with that as well. It's really interesting that they're pulling through there. Okay. Tonyan, hello, and John. Thanks, Guy. Wow. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else comes through with the new energies present at the moment. I mean, we all realize that many are awakening, but many more will awaken. Many more will awaken. They're taking me to when I was at Uluru. I told that story in my last channeling. And she and Earth herself, Gaia herself, said many more will awaken. And we had to set ourselves up to be so um, acknowledging ourselves and supportive of ourselves so much that we could be these people that start this new beginning. Look at the new beginning starting. Ace of Cups, an emotional alignment, and just feeling really good about oneself. Oh my gosh, I achieved an emotional understanding of myself now, and I'm overflowing with choosing the emotions that I want, not that letting them choose me, but I choose them. As the observer, as the soul, you start to choose what you want to feel, how you want to feel now. And it's overflowing, this cup of love for everything. Like, I'm not surprised to see the Ace of Cups coming up. Look at the colors too, very turquoisey, and like they're bringing through the Pleiadian agenda, higher benevolence coming down as well because of this alignment with them, because you're aligning with them as well. You just aligning with yourself is aligning with benevolence that wants to help and guide as well and come through. There's going to be I want to do a really big talk on this because I'm starting to pull through messages about first contact and that sort of stuff. So I think because I'm going to New York and I'm going to start doing a talk at one of the meetups about first contact and stuff like that. So all these messages are coming through of first contact. Yeah, so I might actually do those talks over in New York about that. So if you want to see me there live, I'm still got to decide what I'm going to do with some of these messages. I usually just, whenever it just comes out, and that's that. But for some reason, there's like a pretty little present box around this one. I feel it's like a present, like a gift of some kind, some information coming through that's a gift. And it's almost like, when do I unwrap it for the rest of the world, that sort of thing. Okay, let's see what else comes through. Oh, well, I don't think that the tarot has much more to say. No. So we will pick up the shamanic animals and see what they've got to say for the energies present at the moment. Let's keep an eye on that time too, because I do need to do some free chat bar readings for you guys. Okay, let's get some master messages through the animal tarot deck. Had that one in my mind's eye. That's just flowing out. Okay, anything else? Well, we've got two that flipped over then. Kind of. Puffin partnership. So there could be some real soul tribe meetups coming up. I'm not surprised. I'm going to New York and meeting a few of my soul tribes. I know that for sure. There's no way you can be that supported by those people and not have them as part of your soul tribe. It's just impossible. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best result. Yeah, definitely partnerships are coming through from the animals. We have the moose, wisdom. This card is coming up quite a bit at the moment because we are learning to ground. See, his antlers are raising up to the stars, but he is here present in this world. So you're learning to ground much more wisdom onto this plane of existence, and literally stretching out to those benevolent beings as well. Let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you and know you much. So yeah, there's definitely the ancient wisdom is also coming through. If your soul comes straight from another planet, another dimension, or whatever, then you're going to start remembering that, and you start to align with that, and you start to walk in this world like that, and you will also allow the grounding of that energy, which then opens up for the benevolence or those that come from those dimensional spaces as well to come through. So there's going to be interesting times ahead of us. We have Hawk the messenger. It's so cool. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. And that's what we were bringing up at the beginning. Remember, just fine-tuning those distractions within your mind. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. Just already accept it within yourself that the promises, you are going to line up with the promises that you decided to become more aware of in this reality, and actually utilize the word I'm trying to bring up. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thanks, Wade. I will. No worries. See you soon. I will now open the chat bar for free chat bar readings. Anyone who wants a free chat bar reading would be fantastic. So if you just say yes, thanks, or whatever, then I know that you've given me permission to read for you. And we will go from there. So if you want a one-on-one reading with me, my link is down below. I do full-on really powerful readings when it comes to one-on-one readings. Just done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. So, okay, what have we got? Jeannie, let's do you first. I shall do tarot. I do have these cards, so we'll do one of these and see what comes up for Jeannie first. Jeannie's energy, please. I'm getting this image in my head of you working in community, but then you've got people that is still annoying, and disgruntled is the word that's coming up. And how to deal with them, flip them out. I'm just going to say flip them out. That's interesting. Never heard of that saying before, but you have ancestors, generations. So you're now, yeah, you're definitely one of these ones that are sitting on the precipices of coming back to your all of that alignment of your soul, what your soul's actually been through. And then acknowledging all the power that you've been holding on to, even if you were persecuted or were a victim in those lives. It's like, yeah, but I still held on to the magic, and I've still got it. There's something to do with vibration, the music that I know that you're a musician, so I'm just going to say that straight out. Obviously, I've seen that on Facebook, but there's something to do with the vibrational meet. You've been holding this code in vibration and music, in the music or something, and it's literally what happens when you feel it. It's when you feel it, you feel really good. That is the code. That is the code. That feeling that you have is the code that you've been holding. There's something there, magic when you feel good. Listen to the messages that come through when you feel good. It's going to, when music plays a part in you feeling good. There's some sort of codes or something, alignment happening with you, awakening, and you can do that now. Stepping into that, you won't be persecuted anymore because you've come full circle and recognizing the power of who you are. So that's really cool. Okay, we have Debbie standing up for me, the 3 pink hearts. Debbie. We have a bit too many cards. Oh, I'll just do them all. Many reversals here as well. So, okay. So the feeling I'm getting from these cards, we have the 7 of Cups in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse. So it's kind of like, I'm feeling like there is something to... like this is the card of imagination, but in reverse, it's like I'm just holding it back. And same with the Page of Swords. It's like I'm just holding myself back at the moment, just for a bit. I need to take a breather. Almost like you need to take a breather. Like you know you're going to progress forward. See, because even the Knight of Cups. So we have the Page of Cups and the Knight of the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Interesting. I said that the Cups as well, but the Seven of Cups. It's like I'm just going to just almost like I know I've got work and I'm going to progress, but I'm just going to hold myself here for a little bit because I know what's coming. And what's coming is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is power. I'm here. This is me. I'm amazing. And there's something to do with the lesson that's you're learning while you're just holding yourself back a bit. I'm just feeling into that. There is a lesson there. But it's like, you're ready, but it's almost like, how can I even say that? It's like the choice that you decide to make to say, that's it. I haven't got all my ducks in a row. I haven't got everything complete. I haven't got all my dreams ready. But so I've been holding back because of that. But now it's just time. I'm just going to do it. It has to be done. And it was always meant to play out that way anyway. There's literally, that's how it's supposed to play out for you. So you're actually on the right path, but you think that you're not because your logical mind is held on to, has to have so many things in a row, everything complete. And that's not how it works when we move into these higher frequencies. We move into the higher frequencies with a lot of unknown aspects of our logical mind, not knowing exactly how it's going to play out. It's a trust game. It's more of a trust game. Okay, John. Okay, John, we have 3 cards that came out together. They're all in one bunch, and it's like, in my head, it's like, well, how can that have a message? Or if they all come out together, then maybe they're just stuck to literally the logical mind will come into. Be careful of your logical mind not coming into play to say that things have to work a certain way. Magic happens beyond the logic. Just need to say that. But you have the Knight of Cups and you have the Star and you have the Hierophant, which are really good positive cards here. And moving into a higher plane of existence for yourself, grounding the Star into a spiritual essence of yourself. Like this is a religious person that kind of follows all those rule bases, but when we acknowledge that Star, we are now living in the present moment. There is no religion, there's no rules needed. Rules are not needed in spirituality. It's just like that's just a logic trying to compartmentalize spirituality. It cannot do that. But when you have this right next to the Star, it's like, I get this now. I have to live more presently in the moment. You'll move faster, and literal gifts will come your way when you start to acknowledge this within yourself. Let go of the rules. Let go of the rules. Let go of the rules. And it's funny, they're saying to me, some of those rules could be very subtly embedded in you from lifetimes gone by, or the past gone by, and you didn't realize it. It was subtle, and it was like a hidden obscurity that is now coming forward of, oh, okay. It's like when I went for a walk through the forest with a guy that wanted to do all the crystal bedding in the forest, and I was playing with the fireflies, which was in the moment, and he was like, no, I have to do this because that's what I came here to do. It's like, let go of what you feel you come here to do and just allow yourself to shine and be the Star, and you will automatically walk into the spiritual essence of yourself being authentically you. That's what I've got for you. Okay, Debbie, that was so much, incredibly accurate as always. Thank you for letting me know, Debbie. Thank you. such good confirmation. I'll listen closely again. Thanks. Oh, great, Jeannie. Okay, who else have we got here? We have got Dedra. 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 I just got a message then. You cannot make a you think that you make if you think that you've made a mistake, they're saying turn it around, because it's not a mistake. It happened for a reason. It's like the soul will take over sometimes when we start to ignite it, and it will show us up or shift us or show things up that aren't in alignment with the soul. And it will be an automatic thing that you physically might do, or you might break something, or you might lose something, or something might happen in your life that's, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that, oh, I could have done that better, or that sort of thing. And they're saying the soul sometimes within you is coming through to show you where things are going wrong. They're showing me the guy that had his brain split, and he could either act from one logical mind or the intuitive mind, and the intuitive mind was constantly knocking over things because it knew that that was bad for him. It's like that. It wasn't in alignment with the new story that's coming. Okay, so if you drop something or you lose something or something like that, see it as meant to be, just meant to be. And if it's meant to come back, it will come back. Or if it's not a mistake. Don't get down on yourself on that, because it will keep you in an icky situation where the alignment of your feminine energy, which is trying to show you a new path, is like not feeling respected. So here we go. We've got the Page of Swords coming in. You're moving towards something, a new beginning. This is a new beginning for you, yeah. But vulnerable at this moment, like the Page is a vulnerable card. You're finally, I love it, this card come in reverse. Yay, 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 yay. Only time I say yay with this card is when it comes in reverse. So 5 of Cups, you're finally seeing that you are catching yourself thinking negatively about things that you don't need to anymore. You're actually catching, fine-tuning the catchment of those things that you don't need to do anymore, think of that anymore. I mean, even I do every now and then. I'm not absolutely perfect. I'm not going to even pretend that I'm absolutely perfect. I am not absolutely perfect. I have moments where I'm like, in my mind again. And it's just showing up for you to say you're ready. You're ready to actually being in reverse, you're ready to step into this new way of thinking, new alignment of how you're thinking and that sort of thing. There's something going on there that's really cool. Hey, Celtic, good to see you. Okay. Ane, 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 Ane. Ooh. Oh, Ane, you just had 2 that flew out together. Oh, wow. Yeah. No longer the victim, but you are. Be careful. Okay. Radio. Sorry. Whole heap of words just spat out of those cards. It's literally my. Anyways, so 5 of Pentacles, but the 3 of Cups in reverse. Now, 5 of Pentacles is someone who sees other people outside of themselves as doing better than they are, and going, well, when is it my turn? Why do I have to feel this way? They want to highlight this, and they're highlighting it with the 3 of Cups in reverse, because there is advantages to you realizing that you do fit in. And it's like they're highlighting it. There's a highlight there. They want you to highlight those aspects of yourself when you feel a little bit of a victim, so that you can reach or attain and flip over the 3 of Cups, because there's some work that you are to do with other people, something to do with you and working with other people, and there's no one person's better than another or something. It's a collaboration coming together of, oh my God, that I'm seeing people coming together with you in a meeting or something, and there's a lot of laughter, there's a lot of fun, there's a lot of jokes, there's a lot of jovialness, there's a lot of high energy, that sort of thing. Okay, I'll leave it there. Anyways, on my journey, going within and know each and every one of us as central of the universe. Yes, John, absolutely. Okay. Thanks, Dadra. I'm glad you think I'm spot on. Thank you, Celtic, for putting all of those in the chat bar. So I've still got another few minutes, 5 more minutes to go. We can still do a couple more readings. Let's see. Who else wanted a reading? I just got sitting in an awkward spot. Excuse me. I'm going to just move my pillow. Liz, hey Liz, good to see you. Who has asked for a reading here as well? Okay. Sky. Sky? Mind you, I'm gonna be a go to your place soon, sis. Like you just have endless flow with me, mind you. I'm not always in the channeling mind. Okay, here we go. Sky. Sky, 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 sky. Sky. Yep, one's just fallen out. There's a gift coming. Okay. And another. And another. So we're going to take these 3 cards. Oh, that's lovely. We got Page of Pentacles. Someone is offering you a gift. They're bringing me to it's a literal feeling of getting you to accept even more abundance. I think that you need it for your future. And like, you don't have to work for this abundance. This is something that's a gift, like allowing things to come through free, even more so. You're aligning with it because it's the page, right? So you're aligning with it and it's an offering. But it's like we are setting you up to understand the true value of who you truly are. Like, you need to feel that within yourself, of the true value of who you are, that you don't need to be. It's like a free things can happen as well. And then we have the 6 of Cups. These were actually upright when I picked them up, and the Queen of Cups. No way. See, look how many offerings are coming your way. Yeah, you're definitely going to be gifted. Something is given to you, and they want you to step in your power, like the Queen of Cups is. She stands in her power and accepts. They're showing me, there was just recently, I realized I wasn't accepting, and I was just doing a lot of work. And so working is easy for me. I can just work till the cows come home. But accepting, like, I can work and then I can just be in this sort of no man's land. But accepting, really, really putting your hand out and asking or accepting something, or as it's coming in, that, like, they're literally saying, do this exercise where I accept all beautiful things coming in. It feels weird because you're not used to, but it has to be a flow. If it's not a flow, you're out of balance again and it doesn't work. So there's something to do with you coming more into balance with accepting larger gifts, because the more that you start to realize how magnificent you are, the more that these gifts need to come in, the bigger gifts need to come in to show up in your outer world, for that reflection of the magnificence that you are stepping into, and you've just up leveled into something. So now we have to accept it in our outer world showing up as well. You don't need to work for those sort of things. That's what we do, is we constantly think we need to work, 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 and then it will show up. Something to do with that. So there's could be another gift coming away. Okay, I'll leave it there, guys. Love you, love you, love you heaps. Until next time. Yeah, I'll see what else comes up. But I do have a really cool video of a message. I'm still working out whether I'm going to throw it into the amicable lessons, because or whether I might do both. I might put it in the amicable lessons, but I'll make it for the public as well. It is a message that I got about how we can find out what our kids' souls' purpose is. It's really cool. And it's got all these messages at the end of it of how we can, yeah, anyway, you'll find out more about that when that video comes in. Love you guys heaps. Bye.